other one at the moment, so that's going to be about an hour job. And obviously once I've got two of them, I'm going to wind the coils, and they'll sit in between the main generator coils. Oops, sorry, I'm not pointing the camera properly. I am lazy. So yeah, I wanted to have a bit of a rant today. So yeah, once I get the coils wound on there, we can boost the output and hopefully overcome the cogging, well, not the cogging, the anti-drag lens effect on the generator. So I'll just put my phone in the stand. Try to I'll put it in like this so I can see what's going on. I'll just flip on the camera angle. So there's the print job that's going on right now. So the title of the video, I decided I wanted to just talk about general things, what I'm noticing. So the price of food and everything is going straight up, but we all saw it, well, many of us saw this coming for quite some time. And obviously with the energy crisis, we knew that was coming as well. We saw that coming too, because you gotta, the reason I want to talk is because it's about doing your own research. You know, the three words, research, research and research, right? Oh, it's all one word, but you gotta say it over and over again because people just don't do it, right? People aren't doing it. People are just watching the brain box, the the brain box. This hasn't worked for years, like, it's just my mate from when I was in the 90s when we went to the Philippines. Still works a bit, but I mean it doesn't pick anything up because there's no analog transmissions anymore. But you see, we're all heading down a very dark alley right now, and it's not looking good. But we have to have optimism and hope, because I do believe that there are certain entities, I'll call them Pleiades, and other extraterrestrials who are trying to help put us back on course in the right direction, because there are dark forces at play that are trying to enslave humanity and take away our freedoms and our liberties. Well, you can see that everywhere. When there's an attack on free speech, and there's a lack of empathy or compassion for those who are suffering and basically trying to survive, because that's where we're in right now. We're in survival mode. When you see the amount of people who are struggling, and the certain rich people, that people with all the wealth, they're just breezing along without any problem, there's something seriously wrong, because it shouldn't be like that. Everybody should be happy, everybody should have enough to live, everyone should be contented, but we're not there. We are not there. We are in a dark place right now. This, from what I understand, people are saying, well, certain individuals are saying, who are open to all of this, that they are trying to help. I'm talking about those guys up there. The ones in outer space are trying to help. There's certain, but I honestly don't think they're doing enough if they are trying to help, because they need to get more feet on the ground, more hands-on, more. We need it. You see the problem. What is the problem, right? What is the real problem, right? The problem is information. That is the real problem. The lack of transparency, the lack of honesty. The majority of us are fed garbage, right? That's how you control people. You give them the wrong information, then you divert them down a path that they shouldn't be going. But that is how we're being controlled, basically, is because you only can act. You can only act based on what information you have. If you are not given the full picture, then you will make the wrong choices, because you'll make choices based on the lack of information rather than seeing the full picture. For example, right, let me just use an example, right, okay. So you're in the middle of a desert, you're lost, you don't know where you're going, you come across a guy on the side of the road, and the guy has got his ulterior motives. He's looking for certain types of people that he can use as a slave, right? And you'll go up to him and you'll say, I'm lost, can you tell me which road to take? There's 3 roads ahead. Do I need to go right? Do I need to go the middle road? Do I need to go left? And this guy comes from the road on the left, right? And that's where his camp is, right? And he's naturally going to say, oh, you go left, right? Because he has an interest in capitalizing on possibly what you might have to offer him. Now you travel a little bit. You're about to take the left turn anyway, but you see a lady on the other side of the road, and you just want a second opinion, and you ask the lady, I just wanted to check, should I go left? I'm looking for so-and-so. Should I go left, or should I go the middle road, or should I go right? And the lady comes from the road on the right, right? She's got interest as well. She's looking for people that can help her fix the infrastructure in our town, because they've had problems. And she asks a question, oh, are you a machinist? Are you a mechanic? Are you an engineer? And you say, yeah, I am actually. And she said, oh, well, you might want to try the road up the right. Okay, so you'll take the right road. You might think, oh, right, that's good. She obviously knows what I'm good at, so she wants me to go the right road. Now, that's probably the right decision, because you also want to make a living, and you want to be able to use your skills. Therefore, taking the right road, taking the right turn, is the right choice for you, and it's also the right choice for her. So you benefit both. She benefits, you benefit. Whereas if you'd gone down the left road, the only person that would have benefited is that other guy, because he was only interested in slavery, right? He's, working down a mine or something like that, and you don't even know what the... So what I'm using is an analogy about the way the world is working right now. We are receiving an opinion-based system from corporate media, and it's not telling us what we want to hear. It's only telling us it's only telling us what they want us to know, because they want to basically tax us. And so when you see advertisements, talk about advertisements, whatever you want to call it, they're all after one thing: your money. But they're not interested in making your life better. They're interested in using you, capitalizing on you. And that is what we're in right now. We're in that situation, and this is why the country's going down the toilet. It's getting really bad. I mean, food prices have gone through the roof, and we knew that would happen as soon as the fuel prices something mentioned about fuel prices going up, we all had this feeling that things were not going to be good in the short term, because the people who are shipping the food or packaging, the suppliers, and we don't buy food technically anymore. It's all products, isn't it? It's all products. I mean, it's all got branding on it, and it's a product now. It's rather than proper food. So, but it's all going through these multi-chains and everything else. And every time you goes through the next middleman, or you know what I mean, it gets an extra bit of VAT added on top, and then eventually you're paying through the nose just for a bloody sausage roll or something silly. So where am I going with all this? I don't know. All I'm saying is there are people out there that have got the right skills that can help to fix the situation, and they need to get their act together, really. I mean, I'm 62, I'm like 63 soon, and my health's not good, to be honest. And I'm just glad that I'm at the end of pretty much to the end of my existence on this planet, because it's getting very dark now and it's getting miserable. And I had an interesting dream last night, actually. There was some lady, I can't describe what it was about, but I was feeling, last night when I went to sleep, I was feeling pretty lost, pretty despondent. I was thinking, oh God, what's the point? You know, what's the point? I just want to get off this rock. I've just had enough. I'm really sick of seeing that. I'm just watching the destruction of humanity, the crumbling of society. It's happening in slow motion. It's like a slow motion explosion, going backwards or forwards, whichever you want to call it. And I'm kind of losing hope, and I've been having these interesting dreams recently that kind of tried to lift me up a bit and give me some positive inspiration, and whereas they keep me going, outwardly everywhere you look it's bleak, it's not optimistic at all. I mean, you got to tune it all out, all this negative news. No matter where you go, you just got to tune it out or turn it off, because it's not giving us what we need. If you want to find what you need, you've got to research, right? You've got to research, and 90% of the stuff that's out there really is a lot of garbage, right? But there are truths out there. There is real things out there. You've got to look. You've got to use your internal compass, your soul. You've got to use your intuition, your gut feeling. It's all the same thing. It all comes from the soul, and listen to that, because that is what's telling you what's right and what's wrong. If you feel things are getting really bad where you live, if you're fit and healthy and you're young, just move, find somewhere else. I mean, sadly, it seems like the majority of these migrants seem to think that coming to this country is going to save them, but it's not, because this country is going to go down, and they're bringing it down faster, that's all. You know, if you really want to be happy, I think the only way is to find a desert island somewhere and just become Robinson Crusoe or something, because I don't see any other way around it. It's happened, whatever's going on right now. Whatever's going on right now is happening everywhere. It's not an accident, it's a global plan, because you could expect something small to happen, like an accident in one place, right? Like in one country, you could expect, say, one particular country to have some bad issues, but everything's become connected now. Everything's connected together, so that it all seems to crumble all in one go. That is the problem. We've become too interdependent. So I like watching these channels on YouTube to do with off-grid. Being off-grid is probably the way to go, because, you know, get your own solar power, grow your own food, become self-sufficient, because the more you do that, and I admire, there's a guy on YouTube, I really admire what he's doing. He knows what I mean. His whole family's off-grid, and now they're in a good place, because if the system goes down, they've got a backup, right? They've got a backup. But the rest of us, if we're in the city, we're screwed, basically. If the chains, the supermarket chains and all that, if they go down, it's going to be zombie apocalypse. Or, yeah, it's not going to be nice. There was a particular episode in Supernatural that was really interesting, talking about humans and about how when the power system, grid system goes down, people just turn to become animals. They just turn to cannibalism, and yeah, horrible. I wouldn't want to be there. I just don't want to be there when that happens. I really don't. But yeah, it's not that far out of one's imagination. But so why I'm doing all this research is because maybe it won't help me. Probably isn't going to help me, but because I probably won't be around. But it'll probably help somebody, because it gives people ideas. It inspires people in ways, in designing and development and research, because you see, that's what I'm all about. That's what I like. It's like researching things. I like learning about things. I like understanding how things work, and I also like innovation if it's for the benefit of people, and it's not something that's dark or anything. I don't want to go down the Borg route, as in the Borg in Star Trek. I don't want to go that direction, all these microchipping of humans and turn them into slaves. That's another bad dark avenue to go down. But energy is universal. It's something everybody needs, regardless of whether it's for good or bad. It's how you use it. I mean, you can burn logs on a fire, right? Now you can heat the room, and the room could contain good things, or the room that you're heating could contain bad things. It's here, no there. I mean, it's how you use your energy is up to you, I suppose. So it's a universal thing that everybody needs. That's what I'm saying. So, trying to do my homework under my hobby, it kind of keeps me sidetracked, away from all the negative things, really. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I'm rambling, I suppose, but I just thought maybe I should give you a little bit of backstory on why I'm doing what I'm doing, and because I just get so tired of watching all the negative stuff. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm just trying to keep myself in the right frame of mind, you know, to distract myself from all the bad things that are going on, because I can't do anything about that. I mean, it's a global thing. It's a global, worldwide problem, and I think if everybody on the planet could wake up and see what was going on, we all could fix the problem. But one person can't fix the problem. It takes more. Because we've all, I mean, it's like littering, right? Littering, dropping your rubbish in the street. If one person drops rubbish in the street, it's not really seen as a big problem. It's seen as a rarity, right? And it doesn't really have a huge impact. But then 2 people start doing it, then 3 people start doing it, and before you know it, it snowballs into a situation where the city looks, or the town looks, like a complete garbage dump. So I'm using this in reverse, this analogy in reverse. This is how we can fix the world if we all stop dropping our litter, right? If we all stop dropping our litter, and we all started to work in the right direction to make the world a better place, we could make the world a better place. It's the majority, not the minority, that make the difference. That's what I'm saying. So, and I'm really sad about the world that my 2 daughters are going to inherit, because, well, one daughter was born in 95, the other daughter was born in 97. I'm not going to tell you how old they are, because by the time you watch this video it might be 5 years later, so you can work out how old they are based on the dates. So I'm worried about the kind of future they're going to have, the way things are going right now, because that's what we all people, families with children, think about, is about their own children. They think about their own kids, don't they? They think about what they're leaving behind. So anyway, enough of my rant, and I've been talking for 22 minutes, that's enough I think. I'll keep you updated as soon as I get these coils round for the generator. I'm probably going to sit on my doorstep in the sunshine when it's sunshining. I'll probably wind them outdoors. I'll do them manually, because these long bobbins, they're quite long, as you can see. So they won't fit on my coil winder. I've got a coil winder that I crank, and they're a little bit too long to fit on there. So I'm going to have to wind them manually. I'm not going to 3D print another coil winder, because it would have to be huge to take this thing on. Yeah. Besides, it's going to be easy. It'll be easy. I've only got 2 to wind for now anyway. So we'll get that sorted out. And now I'm at 23 minutes. Anyway. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.